We're back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, Cardi B has discussed with her fans that basically she made no money on her tour. We briefly discussed this yesterday. She talked about how she spent $35 million on her tour, but unfortunately, she only recouped $35 million, and that is before taxes and her paying back her label, allegedly. Now, she has went and spoke with the fans to encourage them to buy tickets for her second leg so that way she can pay off her alleged debt to Titanic Records.
I wanted this tour to be big. So a lot of my money that I have myself, I put it in my tour. How much did I spend on production? No lie, about $35 million. I just spent $450,000 on a fucking chain. What are you talking about? She bought me a $500,000 car. Like, what the fuck y'all motherfuckers be talking about? Shit, I just spent $20,000 on a fucking belly ring. Two of them. One of them is $20,000, the other one is $13,000. I do want to go on tour real soon. However, I will ideally like to go on tour, I'll say about September, October, so I could be off November and December. However, motherfuckers gotta come correct. I feel like I showed how much money I could make and I could gross. There's so many people that's giving me so many different offerings, like different promoters that are giving me different offerings, and I just want to make sure I make the best decision and the best money and the best promotions. I'm just weighing my options. When you sell tickets, you got options. You actually have people fighting for you. And that's what I'm like really waiting on. I'll probably make my decision in 2 weeks or so.
So it looks like Cardi B is going on a second leg tour because her first tour, she barely recouped any money after she had to pay, obviously, allegedly, her label. And also, you got to talk about taxes. So she might only have made maybe 10 to 15, possibly $20 million, which is not bad, but it's not great for Cardi B, who is considered an A-list Grammy-winning artist. Now, with that being said, though, a lot of people noticed that's one of the reasons why she kept doing club appearances, after her shows. And it possibly another reason why she has done a lot of brand deals. If the music and touring are not paying the bills, you get the brand deals. So let me know if you guys are going to Cardi B's second leg and how much you think that's going to gross, okay? I think she could gross another 50, 60 million with the, tour. Of course, after everybody gets their cut, that might only be another 10 to $20 million for Cardi B after expenses and taxes and everything are paid, but that's still better than nothing. Now, another person that is going on tour after Act 3 is Megan Thee Stallion. Her Hot Girl Summer Tour, allegedly, because the full numbers never fully came out, but her Hot Girl Summer Tour allegedly grossed $40 million. After Devil Nation and taxes, she got 10 to 5 million, but that's neither here or there. The point of the matter is, Megan Thee Stallion also will be going on tour. And to be quite honest, I think Megan and Cardi B should probably go on tour together. They probably can gross more money together than they can separately. If they go on tour together, they possibly can gross at least 100 million. Now, delusional Akbar V has accused Scratch Off of stealing the Big Mama nickname from her in a recent rant. She said, everybody in Atlanta know that I'm Big Mama. Everybody on the internet know I'm Big Mama. Go back to 2016, 2018. I'm Big Mama. Stop acting blind. So I guess that's why she's been dissing Scratch Off and calling her a side chick on social media, because she feel like Scratch Off took her name or her nickname or whatever. In my opinion, I've never heard nobody call Akbar Big Mama. I think she a big loser. Big delusional bird, but Big Mama, no. And to be quite honest, I think that nickname is corny. Even when Scratch Off says she Big Mama, it don't really give. You Big Mama, but you flop. You Big Mama, but you a side chick. You Big Mama and you not the best selling female rapper in the game. It don't even hit really. You know what I'm saying? Like, she should have just stuck to Lotto and call it the day. But to me, the Big Mama nickname that these female rappers want is corny. It's just like when Cash Doll and Asian Doll and Cuban Doll were arguing who is the best doll, and all of them are flops and not doll-like. I don't get it. None of them give Barbie. I don't get it. So to me, I feel like it's not even a good name for either Akbar and Scratch Off. I think that they are both delusional, but Akbar is probably a little bit more delusional than Scratch Off. And I think that this beef is dumb. I think Akbar is clout chasing, and she's just trying to find something. Now, fans are also calling 21 Below Average out. He decided to post him and Scratch Off's new child, I think on Instagram. A fan said posting the baby but not her is wicked. Now, everyone knows that 21 Below Average has never publicly claimed Scratch Off. He has posted Scratch Off, but he hasn't ever claimed her. So a lot of people feel like, posting the baby and never posting or claiming, more so claiming Scratch Off is a slap in the face. Okay, so that's what fans are saying on social media. In my opinion, Scratch Off is allowing the disrespect. So I really don't feel bad for her. I mean, you got with somebody that was already in a relationship with somebody else. He's not claiming you. You can pretend like you don't care, but you definitely do. And ultimately, I feel like having the baby is going to really test the relationship. I don't see 21 Below Average and Scratch Off lasting. Hopefully, she don't fully retire, because I don't think that 21 Below Average is going to be taking care of Scratch Off fully. And I don't think she can live off the child support checks that she may get in the future. No shade. Now, there's beef brewing between Cardi B and Young Toilet Seat. Now, Young Toilet Seat posted that Spend That by Young Toilet Seat is currently the biggest gaining music video by a female rapper on YouTube. Her song has been moving up the charts because you guys are stupidly supporting Diddy's concubine. I'm sure some of y'all will be supporting Diddy when he gets out. If you're going to support Carisha, you might as well. And with that being said, she pinned Off the Cheats comment, and it said, try to count you out, but go up on they ass. Okay? Now, a lot of Cardi B fans are not happy about Young Toilet Seat and Off the Cheat kind of supporting each other, even though they both were on QC, the label. A fan said, Barty Gang got the awareness of an ant. Y'all should have been peep that she don't like Cardi, but y'all too slow to realize it. Even gave her a few streams. LOL. It also was said she been weird towards Cardi, but it doesn't get brought up as much because y'all too focused on her ex-rap partner and her disdain towards Belcalis. They both don't like the brim. Now, the alleged beef stems from the fact that Carisha was dating Stefan Diddy before he got with Cardi B. Carisha feel like Cardi B basically stole Stefan Diddy. And if you guys remember, also Pre, who has messed with Stefan Diddy, messed with Off the Cheat. So I can see Off the Cheat sleeping with, Carisha, especially to get back at Cardi B. I don't think they'll publicly date, but I can see them sleeping with each other, especially since Carisha used to date Stefan Diddy, and then Cardi B started dating Kim. So it could definitely be a revenge-esque type of thing. In my opinion, I feel like Young Toilet Seat and Cardi B are both clowns. Look at their track record. Diddy, Off the Cheat, Stefan Diddy. Clowns. That's a terrible roster. And the thing is with Young Toilet Seat is that she knows how to move. So she's very sneaky with how she moves with a lot of the female rappers. That's why Nicki Minaj never really fucked with her either. She's very sneaky. She's not going to openly beef with Cardi B like JT. She's going to do things behind the scenes, okay? And allegedly, she's always felt a way about Cardi B because she felt like Cardi B took her man, okay? And allegedly, that's not the only man that, Young Toilet Seat wanted that was taken from her. So they do have a few men in common. Now, moving on from that, the DEA is reportedly set to open an investigation on Kim Kardashian owned company Skims after police discover coke hidden in one of its product shipments. Reports claim the company may be involved in an underground drug operation. If a tiny evidence is found, Kim will be arrested and the company will be shut down. I highly doubt that Kim will be arrested. Okay? Maybe people working for Kim would be arrested and fired. But I doubt that it would be Kim Kardashian going to jail from shipment having coke in it. And the reason why I don't believe it is because, one, Kim, being that she's part of the industry, she has access to amazing lawyers, okay, that are probably going to justify this. And then number two, she may not have known about the coke being in the shipment. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think Kim is a cokehead like that or a druggie like that. You can tell by the way she carries herself. You know, now if it was Kendall or, you know, a few of the other sisters, then I could possibly see them being involved. But I don't really believe that Kim is really a cokehead or that she's selling drugs. I don't really believe that. Now, the people working for Kim, because the thing is, just because she's the face of a $1 billion company, they don't do the day-to-day operations. Kim doesn't do the day-to-day operations of her company. She doesn't handle shipment. She doesn't even really handle marketing. She has a whole team for that. Okay? She's basically the face of the brand, just like Rihanna. You know, she came up with the idea. She got partners, people invested. She doesn't do everything by herself. I don't think she's heavily involved in the day-to-day of Skims. Okay? And you can kind of tell. Realistically, Skims was actually Kanye's idea, to be quite honest. But the point of the matter is, I think Kim will not go down for this. People around Kim will go down for it. And it's probably somebody around her who is a cokehead, a coke fiend, and was doing the crime. Now, unfortunately, it just doesn't look good. It's not good press. But when do the Kardashians ever really get good press? Never. Controversy, good controversy, bad controversy is still controversy and they love it. It's PR. You know, I'm sure all the Kim and Kardashian fans went to Skims and bought stuff just because. You know what I'm saying? So, if anything, this probably helps Kim because they believe good press, bad press is still good press. Now, is Rihanna in danger? Rihanna's home shooter suspect is undergoing a mental competency evaluation. Ivana Ortiz, the woman that was charged with attempted murder for allegedly opening fire at Rihanna's Los Angeles area home, is slated for a competency hearing next month. According to court records viewed by Complex, competency hearing is scheduled to determine whether a defendant is mentally fit to stand trial. The process of determining a defendant's competency in this case leads to a pause in criminal prosecution proceedings until a determination is made. The public defender representing Ortiz has expressed concerns over the mental competency of their client during a meeting in Judge Shannon K. Cooley's chambers this week. So basically, the crazy lady that was hired, that shot Rihanna's home, is trying to not go to jail, obviously, and wants to basically say that she's mentally ill and, you know, she can't stand trial. She shouldn't be convicted, which would put Rihanna more in danger. Okay? Let me know how y'all feel about that. Do y'all think she's walking away free? Now, the lady is definitely mentally ill. Okay? And even though she was hired, even though she shot Rihanna's home up, I do feel like she needs to face the consequences after being paid off, allegedly. And with that being said, If she doesn't go to jail, she definitely needs to go to like a mental asylum, away from everybody, and stay there for like a good 5 to 10 years. That's what else needs to happen. If she don't go to jail, she needs to go to a mental asylum. And my whole thing is, even if she's mentally ill, the people around her did not care. The people around her should have gotten her help years ago, instead of obviously her committing the crime and then now, oh, she mentally ill. Like, well, she probably has been mentally ill for years. Where were her people around her to get her help? So hopefully, Rihanna can move elsewhere. Definitely don't think it's safe for her in LA. But let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some very hot tea on Patreon on Jocelyn Hernandez, Cardi B, Stefan Diddy, Blake Lively, and Selena on Patreon. Look up in the description. Have a great day.